Well. Blues, let's have a short discussion on today's disappointing defeats at the Etihad Stadium, where Maresca and his boys once again let us down away from home. Blues, can I leave your thoughts? Let's have a short discussion on tonight's game against Man City, a depleted Man City squad, where we were not able to at least get a draw in this match. We couldn't get at least a draw in this match. Palmer was shambolic. Sanchez was terrible. Maresca, I don't know whether he's clueless. I don't know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I just don't know what to say. Blues, can you leave your thoughts? Yes, someone in the comment section saying Maresca should be sacked. To some extent, I agree to that. To some extent, I agree to that because he looks so clueless. He doesn't make his changes on time. He keep giving players who are not performing chances to day in day out display shambolic performances on the pitch. Our keeper is just not good. Chelsea, no keeper, no goal scorers. Of course, we don't have players who can score goals for us. We don't have players who can shoot at goal and score. I just don't get it. These players go to the pitch, go to training at Cobham, and do shooting practices. You will never see them shooting games. I just don't phantom. I just can't believe what is going on with Jackson and Sanchez. Chelsea can only win sleepers. Just imagine. It was this is a depleted Man City side for God's sake. A depleted Man City side for God's sake. HA is saying shame on you, Maresca. Of course, Maresca is seeming clueless. The trust we give this manager, we don't know. Edmond Okenyi is saying the manager needs to start finding solutions. We need a good striker and a top keeper. Of course, these are our major problem. We need a top keeper and a striker. And I don't know how come they are now chasing someone like Ganacho. We need a goal scorer for God's sake. We need a goal scorer. How can we be going to a season challenging for a top four or a Premier League trophy with Jackson leading our attack? Jackson cannot even shoot at goal. Without if Palmer goes blank there is no other player that can step in and fight for the team. If not for today's mistake City did at the back, it means we are not even going to get a goal. Is it what we spend over 1 million for? $1 billion for? We can't, and we are not even serious in this January transfer window to sign a striker. Our defense is in chaos. Our defense is in chaos. We don't know we seem not to know what we are doing on the pitch. Of course, I don't know. I just don't know. Our wingers, Madueke was just all over the place doing nothing on the pitch, and our bench players, Nkuku came in today. He was just lost in the game. So I don't know the projects we are building. I don't know the outcome. I don't know what is next for this team. Viewers, kindly leave your comments. Let's see. Let's keep the interaction going. Jackson is joking. Of course, I believe I support that, or I agree with you. Jackson is just a joke, and I don't think it's a striker we can rely on. Jackson is not a striker we can rely on going into the season. If I think we should just know our season is over if we are not able to bring a striker this January. To be frank, I don't see us going anywhere. I don't see us going anywhere with this kind of players. Players who cannot shoot. I don't remember the last time Chelsea shoots from afar to score a goal. If Chelsea owner now is Abramovich, it is not like this. Yes, we don't have serious owners. They went to sleep after Maresca showed them some glimpses of what's of I don't know whether they thought we've arrived. At a point we were just 4 points ahead of we were 4 points ahead of Arsenal. Here we are now fighting for top six, not even top four. City were far, far, far away. Here we are today fighting for top four, not even the league anymore. What has gone wrong? Blues, leave your thoughts with me. What has gone wrong for the past few matches? Have you ever dreamed of owning a business? Download the Alibaba.com app. Get inspired by data-driven data. Blues, leave your thoughts with me. What has gone wrong? Sancho and Madueke should start on the bench next week. I agree with you. They were completely lost in today's game. Sancho and Madueke were completely lost in today's game. I just can't believe what they were doing on the pitch. After that first goal, within the first 3 minutes of the game, we went to sleep. We cannot. And the surprising thing is, City played in midweek. We rested the whole week, and we can't score a goal. We are struggling to score a goal. If not for the mistake of City defense, I don't think we would have gotten a goal in tonight's game. So I agree with you when it says Madueke and Sancho should sit on the bench. Of course, Neto and someone else should step in because our players are just a piece of a joke. Our striker is Sanchez. Oh my goodness, Robert Sanchez. Our keeper is with. I don't know why Maresca keep defending him, keep supporting his rubbish in the pool. After we bought Jorgensen to come in, give him a competition. If he is not doing well, bench him and play Jorgensen. Every day in day out, this boy keep costing us in the post. There is a fit error leading to goal. Just this season, and we are just halfway through the season. We are just halfway through the season. So what is going on? What's going on? I don't really get it. Matches. I don't get the whole thing. It's like, yeah, HA is saying it's like there is no top four for us. Yes, I don't think with this momentum we can even fight for top four. At a point where we're doing so well, where where the media even seem to be on our side for us to challenge Liverpool for the title. And here we are today, even top four, City that was some points behind us, are now in the top four, and we can score a depleted City side. So which team are we going to score? We couldn't score Ipswich Town. This is time to manage Nkunku, no matter what will happen. Nkunku, in my own per my own opinion, Nkunku is not even showing any character on the pitch. His display on the pitch is I don't know. He seemed not to be involved in our matches anymore because his body language today wasn't showing wasn't giving me particularly any confidence. And how long are we going to be coping with this shambolic display on the pitch? Our forwards can shoot, our midfielders don't shoot, our wingers don't shoot. There is no player on the pitch that will give you a heavy shots when you need them. They go to training all week. I just don't know what they do in their trainings. This is time to manage Nkunku and okay. Uh, Olaolu is saying Maresca, Madueke, Sanchez, and Kowio, we don't need them in the Chelsea club again. I agree with is in fact, Maresca started the season very well with us. And along the line, he was doing amazingly well. All of a sudden, Maresca seemed to be clueless. In today's match like this, Kowio, for instance, why would he even go in for Kowio? When Tosin did very well in our last match, Kowio just came from injury, I guess, and straightforward they put him in the lineup to pair with Chaloba. Sanchez, the list said the better. Sanchez is just not a Chelsea standard. I don't know why Maresca keep playing him week in, week out. Madueke is another disaster. After his first goal, he went to sleep. After the first goal, he went to sleep. He was just messing up on the pitch. So I agree with you when you say we don't want Maresca, Madueke, Sanchez, and Kowil in the team anymore. They're not performing to standard. Mike said it is all Jackson is not the striker we need. In fact, I don't know. I don't know how to address our coach Maresca because it's very obvious we need a striker. It's very obvious we need a striker. We can't go into the season like this. We can't keep relying on Jackson day in, match out. How long are we going to be relying on Jackson? And he's not getting the goals. Anytime, what's the name? Kopama goes blunt, then it means the whole team is fumbling. Of course, Madueka is Casado is tired. I agree with you. Casado is there is too much over reliance on Casado, and we keep relying on him much in, and he is not a machine for heaven's sake. He is not a machine. He gets tired. He needs some rest. And here lies the case. We keep signing engine prone players. What's the name? This boy can stay fit to save his life. Huh? What's the name again? Our midfielder who is the Belgian guy. He can stay fit to save himself to at least support Casado. My goodness, it's unbelievable. I don't know where we are going with these performances. And a season that we started very well, all of a sudden, we are nowhere to be found. Brody is saying that it's 7th or 8th place for me. Well, we may end up finishing at mid-table, to be frank, because we can't win any match anymore. We struggle to win matches. We virtually struggle to win matches. And how long are we going to be doing all this? How long are we going to be struggling to win a single match? This is a depleted City side that's lost at midweek. They struggle to win matches. And here we are. We can't even score, at least draw against them at Etihad. We can't draw against them at Etihad. It's very, very sad. It's very, very disappointing on our side lately. We can't keep going this way. And I think I suggest we sign some players this January before the window closes. We need a striker. We need a striker. At least break the bank for Gutierrez in the Sporting, or maybe now that they've given up on uh, uh, what's the name? Victor Osimhen. I don't know who we are going for. I don't know who we are going for. We need a strike. We desperately need a striker. And our defense is in chaos. I don't know a single defender we can rely on at the moment to save this team. Casedo is getting tired. Lavia can stay fit. Who else are we going to rely on in this team? Who else are we going to rely on? And our coach doesn't. I don't know. He keep playing players who are not performing day in day out. I don't understand why Madueke will play 90 minutes in this game. How was he doing? What was Madueke doing in this game? And he played 90 minutes just because he got a tap in to score in the first half. In fact, this is going to be very difficult. It's going to be a very difficult ending for us this season. After starting very well, I think Maresca is losing it, and if he doesn't take time, he may be following Pochettino very soon. To be frank, because this is just not what we wanted. This is not what we signed Maresca for. This is not what we call Maresca to come and do. The projects we claim we are doing is just not making a progress. Day in, day out, the progress of this team cannot be found. We make plus one, plus two, plus one, minus two, plus one, minus two. We are just not moving going forward. This season, top four was, in fact, Nottingham Forest in the top four. They don't have the kind of, they didn't even spend that much like we spent. So why are we not performing? We have players. Why are we not doing well? Maresca is just losing it. In my opinion, Maresca is just losing it. Blues, kindly leave your comments. Kindly leave your comments in the comment section. Let's keep the discussion going. Your thoughts on tonight's game. What went wrong? What went wrong in tonight's game? What went wrong against Man City? And I personally think some players need to be called out by the coach, and the coach also needs to sit up. To be frank, the coach needs to be to sit up. This is not the way to go at this moment. This is absolutely not the way to go. How can we continue this way after signing several players, several quality players? Maresca to bring Petrovic back and plan bid for Victor Osimhen or Victor Gutierrez. Yes, I agree with you. Petrovic was doing so well, just like the mistake he did with Chaloba. He is now calling Chaloba to come and save him. Why even sack Petrovic in the first place? Petrovic was doing so well, and look at his performance at what's the name? Um, this other team he's doing well. So he's doing well there with Santos, Strasbourg. He's doing well at Strasbourg. I just couldn't get the whole reason of sending Petrovic on loan, and you brought in Jason to come and give uh, uh, Sanchez a competition, and he's always on the bench after several mistakes committed by Sanchez. You still bench him and play Sanchez in goal. In fact, we need a striker, and I agree with you when you say we should bring in Victor Osimhen or Victor Gutierrez this January. I think this will just break the bank and bring either of these strikers, because we are. I don't think Jackson is up to the standard to help this team even grab a top four or talk of finishing top six. We are losing it gradually. Our points so far, our points so far. I think for the Premier League table, I think we are not our performance at the moment is not looking good. We are on sixth place on the league table right now, and we are on the same point with Bournemouth. The same point with Bournemouth and Newcastle and City ahead of us. I just can't believe City, with all their worst performances ever, were able to climb and they are now in the top four ahead of us. What went wrong? Maresca needs to answer some of these questions. Maresca needs to be questioned because this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make any sense. This is just not making any sense. After this poor run of matches in previous weeks, here we are now fighting for top four, and now at sixth place on the league table. And around how things are going, if we should continue this way without finding a solution, it means we will probably end up in top six, not even top four anymore. At a point, at a point, sometime in December, we were fighting for first position. We were fighting for first position. We were challenging Liverpool at a point. So what really went wrong? Blues, leave your thoughts at the comment section. Let's keep the discussion going. I'm so heartbroken. I'm so heartbroken and very disappointed in tonight's performance from the boys. This is unacceptable. We can accept this performance from Maresca and his boys, and they need to sit up. They need to sit up and answer some questions because this is not what we signed for. This is absolutely not what we signed for going into the season. I'm not sure we saw this coming. We saw this coming when the season started, where we are now struggling to even fight for top four. And Man City actually were nowhere to be found. Here we are, they now in the top four position, and we are now in the sixth place on the league table. Blues, how are we going to resolve our issues? And personally, I believe we need to bring in a striker. We need a defender that can command the defense. We need we need some backing midfielders. And I don't know, but we are getting it all wrong. We are getting it completely wrong going into the season. At least we should cement our place in the top four by now. This is not a time for us to be now fighting for the top four. How on earth do we get here? With the run of the matches we had in December, very easy matches. And we struggled to win a match. We're struggling to win against Ipswich Town. And here we are, conceded 3 goals against a depleted Man City side. A depleted City side without Rodri, without Ruben Diaz. And our keeper Sanchez is always letting us down. I just don't know his role in this Chelsea team. I don't know. And the coach will always come to his defense. That is the annoying part. At least we have a keeper on the bench who you brought in to give him a competition. Doesn't mean he's not good enough. No matter how bad Petrovic was last season, I'm not sure he was committing some of these silly errors, some of these silly mistakes. How on earth do we keep playing him week in, week out? Blues, leave your thoughts at the comment section. What went wrong in tonight's game against Man City? Personally, I don't know what Maresca was doing in tonight's game, and I'm really, really, really fed up with these poor performances week in, week out. I don't remember the last time I enjoyed a Chelsea match. The match we won against Wolves last on Monday. In fact, they were not even impressive in that game. And here we are today. City played in midweek. They came and they were even playing more than us, as if we were rather tired. We couldn't run, we couldn't press. We were struggling, we were virtually struggling after resting for a whole week. How do we get here? Maresca needs to answer some of these questions, and I think the owners have to come in and 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 send some strong warning to them going into the season. And if we need to bring in a striker, we need to bring in a striker. I don't know where we just sign players for signing sake, no direction in signing our players. We sign players anytime, anywhere, and we keep spending money like we don't really have a purpose. And the project we claim we are building is going nowhere. How many we brought in several coaches. Potter came through, Pochettino came through, Lampard came through, and here we are. We are not making any progress. Maresca came in. We're thinking, oh, the savior has arrived, and he is now messing up left, right, center. Victor Strongface is saying, seriously, we are very terrible to watch. I agree with you. We are very, very terrible. At a point today, I nearly just off my TV and just go somewhere because it was so terrible and embarrassing to watch. I have stopped watching Chelsea games. I don't know who sent me to go watch today. Now I have another heartbreak. A lot of fans didn't watch today's game because I don't know whether they foresee this happening. Someone actually predicted that Sanchez will commit a planner today, and it happened. It's so heartbreaking. To be frank, I'm really heartbroken myself seeing these boys struggle against a depleted Man City side, a depleted City side that we were thinking we would have run over. When the first goal came, I was seeing these boys to push forward, at least grab 3 goals in the first half. But guess what? As usual, they sat back doing nothing throughout the game, and City scored them, ran over them like nobody's business. This is a City side that struggle in midweek. You rested the whole week, conserved energy, and went to Etihad and did nothing. Considered 3 good goals, 3 good goals against City. And in fact, if not for the mistakes of City defenders at the back, I'm not sure we would have even gotten a shot on targets. How on earth are we are we doing this to ourselves after spending so much every transfer window? After spending so much every transfer window, we can't win a game. We struggle to win game, and we spend so much that I don't know whether our scout team or our directors, the owners don't know that as of now we need a striker. We need a serious striker that can bank in goals for us. How long are we going to be doing try and error with Nicholas Jackson leading our attack? How long are we going to be doing try and error with Sanchez? Are we a serious team right now? Are we seriously working on a project that we want to see bear fruits in the coming seasons? We are here very soon. City is doing a rebuilding and they are doing it smoothly. We saw their new players in the team in the game today, and they did so well, even more than our players that have been playing the Premier League for years now. So where is the progress with these projects? Where is the progress with these projects? Pochettino, we miss you. Last season, Chelsea, Man City, home and away, good draws. Maresca, Maresca, I don't know whether he's scared of City. I just don't know Maresca's game plan. He struggled in the first leg, lose that game or lost that game by 2 goals to one. Here we are today, very confident that we are going to prove a point against a depleted City side, just to go there to Etihad and consider 3 goals. So what is Maresca doing? What is Maresca doing with all this? Because I don't see any progress match after match. He keeps repeating the same mistakes, playing players who are not informed, players who commit blunders, errors in matches. The next The next game you see them in a lineup. The next game you see them in a certain 11. And here we are struggling to win a match. How long are we going to keep doing this? The season is far gone, and at least we should gain some stability by now. We should gain some stability by now. Nottingham Forest is doing so well. Arsenal has gained their momentum. Liverpool is not giving up even with their first coach or with a new coach. Here we are locked up with Sanchez every week, whilst we have whilst we have a good keeper on the bench. The one that was helping us last season was sent on loan, just like they did to Chaloba. And you wonder what Maresca is doing exactly with these projects. I just don't know what Maresca is doing with this team, because he's in our previous matches. I just don't see any improvements in our games. We are terrible to watch. Without one point, Palmer is marked. No one comes to our rescue. No one. Our players can't even shoot. They go to training and shoot all day. When they get to the pitch, nobody shoots. I don't know whose responsibility it is. Enzo Fernandez cannot shoot. Sancho cannot shoot. Um, Jackson cannot shoot. I don't know who shoots in that game or in the team. I don't know. Back then, where we have the likes of Lampard, Oscar, Michael, these guys shoot day in every match. Even Ivanovic is shooting. Even Ivanovic is shooting. John Terry is shooting. Cahill is shooting. Here lies the case. We struggle to find a single player to give us a long range shot in our games. So what is the essence of spending 1 billion in the market and still we don't have players who will shoot at goal? Look at how Vardiol is used our defense today and eventually grab a goal. We are not forceful, we don't press. Our players are so lazy. What has gone wrong? Blues, leave your comments. Leave your comments. Let's keep the discussion going. And this is terrible. Personally, I feel this match was so terrible to watch. I don't know. I just don't know what to say about these players now. I don't know what to say about these players now. In fact, I'm really, really heartbroken tonight. This is a match I thought we would have won hands down. At least a three goals in this match would actually give us some confidence going into the next matches. But Maresca once again let us down with his players. We keep relying on Jackson to get goals for us, which I don't think I've watched enough of Jackson to rely on. He is not somebody, as Mikel Obi has always been saying, he is not somebody we can rely on. We need a serious striker who will bang in a goals day in, a prolific striker who will give us goals day in, day out, match week in, week out. But I'm not sure we are going anywhere with Jackson, relying on Jackson or Nkunku, who is not even proven to be part of this team. Nkunku doesn't seem to be part of this team. He's just not showing any interest playing for Chelsea any longer. This was one of the signings that we were hoping will lift the image and the strength of this team. And here we are now begging Nkunku to even get us goals. I don't know how long we are going to stick with these players, but it is time. It is time to push for a striker. It is time to push for a competent goalkeeper in our pool. But I'm not sure we are going anywhere with this crop of defenders we have at the back. I'm not sure we are going anywhere with Sanchez in our pool. I'm not sure we'll get anywhere or we can even finish in top four with Nicholas Jackson because he has proven over and over again that he is not a man to lead our attack. He's even a winger that we brought in as a striker. And now the goal scoring role is on the shoulders of Cole Palmer. Anytime he doesn't seem to be doing well in the game, that is the end for us. And it was very evident in tonight's game against City, where he was nowhere to be found. That was just it. That was just it. We couldn't we couldn't do anything in tonight's game just because Palmer Palmer was locked out of the game. Palmer was just locked out of the game, and that ends it. Chelsea is just terrible to watch lately. And this match in particular wasn't a game we should we should we should be struggling. I just don't get the whole thing of we struggling against a depleted man's side. Is really really terrible to watch. It's really really terrible to watch. To be frank, it's really really terrible to watch. Terrible to watch. I can't believe we lost against a depleted Man City side. When I can't remember the last time we won against Man City. Back back at Tuchel's time, and Tuchel left. Since Tuchel left, we had Potter, we had Frank Lampard, we had Pochettino, and we now have Maresca. Four good coaches, and we couldn't score it. We are struggling to score it. At least I would say Pochettino did well by drawing home and away. But I think this is the moment where we should be scoring it because they've lost a lot of players. The brand didn't start today. They played at midweek or in midweek, and Rodri was not on the pitch. Ruben Diaz was not on the pitch. They lost defenders. Look at it. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. It's really, really crazy. I don't know how long we will take to fix our team since Abramovich left. We've been struggling. We've been struggling season after season, despite the amount of money we spend on players. Everyone is playing for the money and 10 years contracts. Terrible team performance. Yeah, Victor Strongface, you said it all. It's obvious they are playing. There is no passion. There is no passion in our players. You don't see the passion. There is no leadership on the pitch. You wonder whether we have, even if you have a captain on the pitch. Terrible performance from the players. Victor Strongface, you've said it all. Terrible performance. No fighting spirits. Nobody is playing for the badge. Nobody's playing for the badge again. Yes, I agree with you, Victor Strongface. Victor, I agree with you. No, no, I don't. I can't really see. Maybe Enzo Fernandez, but I don't really see anybody really playing for the badge. Rich James was shambolic in tonight's game. He is the captain who has to show leadership. You wonder whether we have a leader in the team. We don't have leaders on the pitch. How do we even win games? Look at how City came from behind to win this game today. You saw clear leadership on the pitch. You saw the fighting spirits. We don't have anybody fighting for this team. After challenging at a point for first position on the league table, here we are languishing at sixth place on the table. How do we even get here? How do we even get here? It is a sad one to watch. Truth be told, it is sad to watch. our games lately. And personally, I believe Maresca needs to sit up because we can't we can't keep going this way and expect him to stay with us longer. No, this is not a time for try and error. We've gone past that stage, and we've spent a lot of money in the markets to get quality players to fight at least for top four this season and build a strong team, formidable team that can challenge for the title next season. And I don't see this team doing anything better or building any strong foundation ahead of next season. So personally, I think Maresca and his team need to sit up. And owners need to understand that we can't rely on the likes of Nicolas Jackson and Robert Sanchez, Adweke to win us titles or to even put us on top four. These are not players we can rely on. So the earlier we sign strikers and a good goalkeeper, the better for us going into the season and going into the next season and seasons after, the better for us. But spending money on any player that comes our way, signing Ganacho, which I don't think we need at the moment, signing players that we virtually don't need at the moment. But here we are chasing the likes of Ganacho, where we know very well that we need a striker, where we know very well that we need defenders. We go in signing injury prone players. Lavia can stay on his feet and play two consecutive matches. Fofana can stay fit. We are lucky to even have James play two matches consecutively. I don't know. I don't know how we are going into this to finish the season on a good note. Blues, leave your comments, leave your thoughts at the comment section. Let's keep the discussion going. I don't know. I feel so disappointed. We lost this game, lost 3 points, where I believe we should have won hands down against Man City tonight. But this obviously proved to us that our projects, our projects is making no sense so far. After spending over about 1 billion and yet nothing to write home about, we are now struggling again for top four after spending so much in the summer transfer window. Here we are, we don't have a prolific goal scorer, we don't have a good goalkeeper in Pope. So, what is the essence of this project? Where is this project taking us? If we can't get a good striker and a good keeper, it's going to be a long season for us at this point because personally, I'm disappointed and I don't know how long this will take us, but we hope the owners push for at least a good goalkeeper or a striker before the January transfer window closes. And let's stop this the signing of players we don't need at this point. The owners need to be serious and come to the agreement that we need a serious striker to bang in goals for us week in, week out. Blues need to be my thoughts and my rants on the game against Man City, where we lost by 3 goals to 1. A shambolic and a disappointing performance from Maresca and his boys. Kindly leave your thoughts at the comment section. Let's keep the discussion going, and I'll keep you updated in the subsequent videos. Thank you for watching. Catch you later. Bye bye.